Tricycle rider Ahmed Mohammed says his tricycle got stuck in the flood with 5 people on board, including the child. The passengers attempted making the journey on foot, despite the heavy current of the flood waters.
The water current was sending the tricycle to a different direction, so I pulled the handbrake. They were afraid, so they were shouting. They all got down immediately I stopped. That was when they fell into the water. By the help of others, we pulled the woman, but couldn't get the child.
It's been about 4 hours of heavy downpour here in the Ashanti region. Despite the incident which happened not long ago, many other vehicles are making attempts to cross the flooded water. The bridge over River Riri, linking Sawaba, is partly caved in, resulting in perennial floods. Residents say the bridge has become a death trap, especially in the rainy season.
If they fix the bridge, such incidents will not happen. They keep filling the broken part with stones. The bridge should be widened so the water can flow. This incident happened annually.
For Joy News, Nanaya Ojima, Kumasi.
We start off on a rather sad note. The body of a toddler, Muhammad Awal, was retrieved Thursday morning from flood waters that left part of the Ashanti region capital inundated. The floods that carried the toddler away followed 3 hours of torrential rain Wednesday night. Nanaya Ojima reports a former mayor of Kumasi, Samuel Sapong, is among residents whose properties were affected in the floods.
A search party from the Askwari Municipal Assembly, together with family of the toddler, found the child's lifeless body few meters from the scene of the incident. In his first year of assuming office as city mayor, Osei Esibe Entry earmarked a demolition of about 400 structures built on waterway, but no action has been taken yet. Paraku Estate in the Insheso constituency is one of areas affected by the rain due to blockage of a waterway for building projects. The private developer, according to residents, has filled up the waterways and demarcated them for sale. Former Ashanti Regional Minister Samuel Sapon, whose home was affected by the floods, says attempts to stop the development have yielded no results.
I have approached them on several occasions. Apart from that, I have officially reported this to the Metropolitan Assembly, but no action has been taken.
Mr. Sapon explains his administration commenced a demolition exercise which should have continued.
We realized that people have actually built on the banks of the river, and that was the reason why it overflowed its banks. We arranged excavators and bulldozers. We went there and they demolished almost everybody around that place. But now, just go there and then see.
Areas such as Daban, Patase and Atasomaso in the Insheso constituency were submerged. Traders at the Atasomaso market, one of the affected areas, spoke to Joy News.
Everything I sell was destroyed by the flood. We will plead with city authorities to find solution to this. They should help us. Drainage is poor here.
Assembly member Ejay Kusibodum says poor drainage and building in waterways have been identified as the cause of the flooding.
Last year, when there was a flood, mayor, NADMO officers, engineers, and other dignitaries were here. They made assessment, and the engineers told that there are some burdens that needs to be removed to give way for the water or for the flood. But though they are taking steps, but as at now, that's what they report. But as at now, I think they are on it.
Meanwhile, some residents of Durban have part of the walls to their homes destroyed by the flood. Residents say the challenge started after the construction of the road, which affected the drainage and the filling of a waterlogged area by a private developer. Mercy Ampofu explains.
So it's been a beautiful neighborhood. And the person across me too has a very good control of his property. So it was beautiful. So all these structures started springing up. And then when I complain, it's like we are doing rezoning. Rezoning in waterlogged areas? That is my problem now.
For Joy News, Nanaya Ojima, Kumasi.
Firdaus Abdullah is the mother of Awal Muhammad, and all through the early hours of Thursday morning, she could not mutter a word as her only wish was to locate the whereabouts of her dear Awal, who had been washed away by the flood. The grandmother of the 1-year-old was with the toddler and his mother at the time of the incident and narrated it all to City News. A search party by the National Disaster Management Organization late morning found the body of Awal some 45 meters away from where he drowned. Kwabinan Century is the Ashanti Regional NATMO Director.
We started last night. We closed around 3 a.m. and we continue this early morning. Yeah, the problem that we are having in the Sawaba is that the lady was rescued, but we couldn't find the child, which is about 1 year, 4 months yesterday. So this morning we keep on searching. Then we got to find him around 11 this morning. He was trapped by some of the weed around the area. So we've sent the body to the morgue. And also the mother is okay.
Eyewitnesses who are residents in the area lament that several pleas to authorities to fix the bridge have proven futile. They explain that similar incidents keep reoccurring anytime there is a heavy rain. They have thus reiterated calls for authorities to intervene.
Last year, it's here. Last 2 years, it's here. Until last year, she says we were June. July and Alabama. Until now, we soon about talk more. The woman say, I want so when you said, because you are buying bois.
We the we need the complete because you see in the area, you from the area because in this part, I didn't tell my say in the area, from the area. In this part, then be on one of her, the catcher, you are complete. Most or more or move. And American, I know the Kahua, never bear 5 an hour. In a winning. So, your police are paying for none, a boy is wrong with you.
Meanwhile, the municipal chief executive for Asokore municipality says efforts are in place to fix the broken bridge and help resolve the flooding issue.
The materials you saw there was done last week between myself, the urban engineer, and the contractor working on that particular drain. He is the one working on that drain. So you could see that a portion had caved in. So he damped just to make sure he secures that particular portion that has caved in just to make sure the place is smooth travel as we come to do the work. So what I would say is that they should give us up to about maximum 2 to 3 weeks. The contractor will come back to site and get the place done. As he has even not moved, we are putting our heads together to get the place dredged before even come to continue with this work.